For latest astrology videos, subscribe Astrodify channel and press this bell icon to get notified when a new video goes live.
Hello everybody, welcome to Astrodify. Today we are going to discuss that what happens when Saturn is in the sign of Pisces in anybody's horoscope. So let's start this video. If you want to book a consultation for yourself, you can go on this website. The link is given in the description. So we are going to discuss that what happens when Saturn is in the sign of Scorpio in anybody's horoscope, and what kind of results does it give. So first of all, the thing here is that if Jupiter, Moon and Lagna Lord, the ascendant Lord, are well placed, then actually this is a good sign for Saturn, and it is a neutral sign. So if they are well placed, means it has support of Jupiter and Moon and Lagna Lord in the chart, then it makes person quite curious, practical, realistic in nature. And actually, since Pisces is the sign of imagination, it gives a realistic imagination. It's not like all a kind of daydreaming kind of attitude and involved in deep fantasies. Not like that. It gives a realistic, practical imagination, means a kind of the thing which a person can convert into reality. That kind of imagination. It can be in any field. It depends. But the thing here is that Jupiter is the planet of learning and knowledge. Saturn is a planet of practicality, reality, and ability to what you can say, convert anything, any theoretical thing into a practical aspect. That is Saturn. So both, if combined here in a good sense, then it gives this kind of trait, which is obviously seen in a few cases. But yes, Saturn has the trait to give here. Then it makes person quite keen observer, scientific, foresighted, and introvert. Person likes solitude, isolation, and they want peace, and that gives them in what you can say, mental, emotional relaxation and rejuvenation. They, when people are in isolation, in solitude, they replenish themselves, and they have the ability to think deeply, and Saturn gives that here. If Jupiter is well placed in the chart, it gives not only some ability to think deeply, but also that that will be insightful, that will be conceptual. And deep thinking means, conceptual thinking is specifically means that person is not only able to understand and learn only a particular subject and have the knowledge of it, but also is able to see the interconnected relationship of the or the functioning of the components of a huge system, and is able to connect the dots and see the big picture, that big pattern. And that ability Saturn can generate here if it has support of Jupiter and Moon in the chart. Then it makes person quite serious and mature. Gives Jupiter determines our belief system. It is the planet of dharma. Dharma means the moral code of conduct which you have decided for your own self, your duty to fulfill in this life, and that is dharma. So Saturn is the planet which enforces that moral code of conduct. So it gives a logical belief system, logical dharma, means which is fundamentally based in logic, reasoning, and rationality. It's not like based on conservatism, orthodoxy, and superstition. Not like that. So it makes person quite open-minded, unorthodox, however, person will be critical, because Saturn represents criticism, finding faults. Because if you are not able to find the fault finding means ability to question. So it can be good as well as both, bad, both. So it depends on the person itself. So it makes person critical. But this here, if Jupiter is well placed, Saturn gives independence, yet a lot of interest and inclination towards philosophy, religion, mythology, culture, spirituality, all these things. So it gives material dissatisfaction and gradual detachment, because see, Pisces is a sign of higher dimension, That is the absolute reality, not Maya, the material reality. It does not control it. So Saturn is a planet of Vairagya. Vairagya means natural detachment from the worldly things. If Jupiter is well placed and other combinations are good, then Saturn generates that dissatisfaction and gradual detachment in the life from material worlds. It does not mean that it does not give material progress. It gives. But some people are attached to the material things which they have in their lives. All the material accomplishments which they attain in their lives, they have a genuine attachment associated with it. But Saturn does not give it if Jupiter and Moon are supporting in that manner. Then Pisces and Saturn together both have the same nature here. In this sense, it makes person quite slow. Person will be it takes time to do anything. They do not do anything easily. It takes time for everything. They can any task what they do or perform, it takes a lot of time to complete. So because of a genuine slow nature, but it does not mean that person is so much lethargic and a huge procrastinator that he's not doing anything at all. It can be seen only if Saturn is really badly placed and Jupiter is not supporting it. But if the Jupiter is supporting it and Jupiter is well placed, Saturn is not afflicted in the chart, it shows that lethargy will be a part of the personality, slowness will be the nature of the work all the time, but it does not promote an attitude of non-doing, attitude of not doing anything, and you have desires but you do not want to do anything like that. It's not going to be there. However, person does not care too much about structure, rules and discipline, because Saturn and Pisces, because Saturn is the planet of discipline, structure, rules, organization, everything. uh, but Pisces does not adhere to these things, because see, Pisces do not have to relate, does not relate to material world at all, and that is why it does not give too much care about these things. So that is one aspect. Then however, Jupiter and Saturn, as I said, they are the makers and enforcer of the moral code of conduct, means the dharma. So it makes person ethical, moralistic, honest, and person has ability to learn more with experiences rather than with books, because Saturn is practical knowledge, not only bookish knowledge. The person who has bookish knowledge, that is one. But another thing, that as I said now, deep thinking, innovative thinking promotes insightful insightful attitude, or insights within that subject, to have a original thinking of any particular subjective knowledge. So that kind of thing can be seen here. So these are very good results actually of Saturn in Pisces. Another thing is that Saturn gives sometimes, it has capability, because initially it gives this, most of the time what I have seen, it gives logical, skeptical and judgmental attitude towards, and difficulty in understanding and implementing pure intuitive, spiritual and religious knowledge, subject and traditions. Why? Because Saturn cannot comprehend them easily sometimes, as they are beyond logic, objectivity, science, reason and language. That is why. See, Saturn and Mercury are planets which most of the time relate with something which is logical, scientific, can be proved, has some evidence, is objective in nature, and it is practical. It is based on a rational viewpoint. All these things Saturn and Mercury promote. But Pisces is the shows and represent the ultimate reality, which does not function under these things, under these domains. So Saturn feels, and that is why Mercury is debilitated in Pisces, because Mercury is the main planet for logic. Saturn is not the main planet. Saturn means reality. Reality is what it is. You cannot change it. So Saturn, that's why for Saturn it is a a neutral sign, but it required support from Jupiter. If Jupiter is supporting it, it will be a very good placement for Saturn in these terms. Even though in initial years of the life, person can have this logical, skeptical, and judgmental attitude towards these intuitive, spiritual, religious subjects. But later on, when they really understand, based on the logic itself, because that is their actual thought pattern, but once they are able to understand the facets of reality of a subject, or true depths of that subject, or spiritual reality or materiality, depends. But if they are able to do it, then situation improves here. But it takes time. Most of the time it is after midlife. Most of the time, right about, take it like 35-40 years of age minimum. So after that, if such combinations exist, otherwise some people, they are some people are religiously blind and some people are scientifically blind. So here Saturn can create that scientifically blind person who thinks that everything is science and everything can be explained by science and there is nothing beyond it. That kind of mentality can be seen. So you are scientifically blind and you are not actually scientific also, because science states that you need to be neutral. You need to see the thing as it is. And in the process, if you see, you have become the same person, like which you used to say that people who are religiously blind. So they were blind on the basis of faith and you are blind on the basis of logic. There is no difference between you two. So these people do not realize that, and that Saturn can give. If you have Jupiter well placed in the chart and such combinations are there, then only this situation can be overcome with time. Otherwise it won't be there. Okay. However, best example of this is Dr. Albert Einstein. I'm not saying he had this. He had Saturn in Pisces though. He had Saturn in Pisces in the 10th house, but he was having Parivartan Yoga with Jupiter and Saturn. Means Saturn and Jupiter were exchanging the zodiac signs, and in his case, they are very well placed. So what I'm saying here is that he was the person who was the greatest minds ever lived in humanity, in entire history. And he had this particular specific placement of Saturn in Pisces. But see, the main thing here is that he was scientific, he was logical, he was rational, he was skeptical. But at the same time, he knew that there are some things which are beyond human logic, beyond science and objectivity, beyond reason and language. He knew that perfectly fine, and he wasn't an atheist like most of the scientists are. So he wasn't like that, and yet he was the greatest minds ever lived. So he had this placement, and he had an excellent Jupiter as well. That is what I am saying. So this is a really extremely beneficial aspect of Saturn, which is seen in less cases, but it is seen. That's why I'm telling you here. Now, next thing here is that here, if Saturn is in this sign, Jupiter favorably placed, it gives interest and knowledge of multiple areas, because it makes person quite curious. So it can be in science, philosophy, astrology, occult science, music, writing, literature, history, healing and life sciences, arts, dance, or religion or mythology, any kind of these things. So they can be, the person has interest and knowledge of these areas. It can be seen. Then if we talk about some career fields, it is first of all good for all STEM fields, for all science, technology, engineering, mathematics fields. All kind of jobs and work related to it can be seen with this particular alignment. We can see researchers, innovators, inventors, scientists with this. Consultancy is very good. It is good for healthcare, medicine, fitness, healing sciences, all kind of healing sciences. Then good for chemicals, oil and gas, coal, manufacturing, production, operations, supply chain, commerce, real estate, transportation, aviation, infrastructure, uh, and import export, HR, insurance, law, judiciary. Then good for finance and economics. Jupiter controls money, that's why. Favorable for history, geography, geology, archaeology, philosophy, social work, arts, writing, music, dance, astrology, monasticism. We can see yogis and monks with this. It is a very good situation for these areas for work if Saturn is responsible for that in the chart. Now, let's talk about the situation when Saturn is in Pisces, but it does not receive support from Moon, Lagna Lord, and Jupiter. And in the chart, if Saturn, Moon, Lagna Lord, and Jupiter are not well placed, or they are afflicted and forming some negative combinations or doshas, it means that some negative results or traits will be brought down by Saturn in the life. So what kind of things can be happening here, that we will see. But as I will before moving on, I want to say here that all the things which I am going to tell now, treat it as a source of information. We are just discussing one generalized placement of Saturn in Pisces. We do not know in which house it is sitting, what yogas it is making, what dashas you are going through, what other planetary alignments are there. Only generalized results of Saturn, good as well as bad both. So all the results which are positive and negative, they both can be seen in a mixed pattern, or more positive, more negative can be seen as per the placement in the chart. But all the things, you have to you do not have to jump to conclusions. Analyze and then come to it. So if Saturn is in this sign, but Moon, Lagna Lord, or Jupiter are badly placed or afflicted, then it gives poor concentration, useless daydreaming all the time, no what you can say, extreme procrastination, extreme lethargy, carelessness, irresponsibility, indiscipline, not serious towards anything in life, disorganized, desires are there to do something but do not know and do not want to do work properly. I want something but I do not want to do the work, or I do not know how to do it. These kind of things can be seen. Uh, then uh, give excuses and blames others for most of the time in their lives. uh, Critical attitude, fault finding in others all the time, problems, delays, and struggles in various aspects of life like education, career, marriage, or relationships, or child, anything. It depends on the chart itself. It gives a lot of confusion and misdirection in life. Means person, what they have to what they should do, they do not do that because the mind is misdirected. It is confused all the time, moving in incorrect directions in life and wasting time and wasting life. That can be seen. So misdirected actions and thinking pattern leading to more struggle and failures in life. Then what you can say, health wise, it can create all sorts of mental disorders, all sorts of mental, psychological, neurological disorders can be seen. From Means whether they are small or big, it does not matter. It depends on the situation. So it can give stress, fear, phobia, anxiety, panic, paranoia, sleep, insomnia, sleep problems, mental retardation, epilepsy, any kind of these things, suicidal tendencies even. Then physical health issues like blood circulation, cardiovascular issues, bones, feet, digestive and GI issues, liver, lower abdomen problems, then incurable and genetic diseases of any kind can be seen. So these are of course some negative traits, but you have to see that what kind of result Saturn is giving in life. It's not like that it's going to be happening all the time. You have to do not jump to conclusions. Only uh, uh, see and come to any particular result when you judge other planets also. Okay, so that's all from my side in this video today. about Saturn in Pisces. So if you are new to my channel, subscribe below for more. Check on my website and Facebook page. Otherwise, we will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.